thoughts on this one? How it all?
Yeah, just unfortunately leaving Jonesboro with a sour taste in our mouth. Super proud of our guys though. I mean, the way we came out in the second half and competed, just fought through adversity. First half didn't go our way offensively, and I thought a great halftime adjustment by our coaching staff. And, we had them on the heels in the second half, and I think our defense got worn down. They played with some tempo, and we were already a little bit lack of depth in some spots. And I thought, man, some guys really grew up tonight. And man, what a performance! I said it a second ago. I mean, I think the unfortunate thing is you end the game on a loss on a defensive play, because I think the defense played their butts off and gave us a chance in that game. So proud of our team, man. We had too many penalties, which that hurt us. They didn't amount for as many yards maybe as theirs did, but too many penalties. We knew we had to play pretty clean football to win this game because they're talented. And their receiving core is probably as good as we'll play. Quarterback's as good as we'll play. O-line's as big as we'll play. So for us to be in this game till have it within the grips of a win, and up until 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter, I'm proud, but I'm not happy. I mean, I'm frustrated for our guys because of the effort they put into this, but proud of what we're going to go home with and be able to build on.
Derek did a little bit of everything today. Just touch on his performance.
He's special. I mean, if he gets loose, he's hard to catch. They did a good job bottling him up in the first half, and I'll tell you, their safeties were coming down and aggressive, and we made an adjustment at halftime to kind of bring some motions in and get our wide receivers up to block. That big long run Derek had, the first person I went and celebrated with was Trajan Bridges. He made the block on the safety that sprung it, and obviously we know nobody's going to catch Derek, most people across the country. So he had a big night. I thought Darius had some tough yards, man, had some great runs. Those two are going to be special, man, especially when we're playing Division I FCS football. So I'm proud of the way we came up and played in upper division and competed.
How about David Walker's play down here?
I mean, big-time guys have to make big-time plays, and that's what David does. I don't know how many sacks, maybe 3 tonight. He's a high NFL draft pick, and he played like it tonight. I'm proud of our whole D line. I thought we held up on the inside. Bradley Clark, Javion Jones, Noah Tice, Kendarius Clark. I mean, I can go down the list. I thought Buck Cobbs did a good job. Sam Horton did a good job, and we're going to have those guys do a good job because everybody's going to key on David, and that's just the way it is. So, but David's still as good as anybody, even if you're keying on him, and he had a big time play in a big moment.
Can you kind of go further than that? I mean, he's made plenty of plays over now 3 years, but I mean, that strip sacks, if not the biggest plays made in the
it's even bigger because we went and executed a touchdown after. I mean, 2 plays touchdown, or 3 plays, I guess. And that's where I wish we could have killed more time. Unfortunately, Darius got it in when we got it on the 5 and didn't take any time off the clock. And we, maybe we stall out there if we're only down 2, and take a field goal. I don't know. I don't think you pass up a touchdown, but that's huge because our offense went and executed the next drive to now capitalize off of it. So yeah, that was a massive play, probably the biggest play he's had since he's been at UCA.
How about the halfback pass?
Well, we called a timeout. We had a run call originally called, and Coach Collins and I got on the headset, and we thought it was a good time because we knew they were going to be keen on the run. They knew we were in field goal range, so we knew that those safeties would be aggressive, and I thought Derek did a good job giving ground to get the throw off. And obviously Malachi did a good job adjusting to it. We've had that play in our playbook for years. We've scored some touchdowns on it in the past. Just a great job executing a pretty tricky play, especially in that scenario.
I mean, what did you think of the offensive line was especially on run plays, really not getting a lot of push there in the first half, and it, I mean, Shundera obviously helps out a lot of that, but it really seemed to flip a switch there in the second.
Well, they were doing a good job on our zone game, our inside and outside zone, on stunting and twisting, and that's tough. You got to stay on your tracks, be disciplined as an offensive lineman. Second half, we ran to more gap scheme stuff, some counters, some stuff that just gap down, and doesn't matter what you bring. So we made that adjustment at halftime, ran a lot more gap scheme in the second half, and it was obviously successful. We'll learn from it. I mean, look, people are going to see that and do that to us. I thought their defensive ends are long, man. They're long, and they're big and physical, and they were doing a good job getting on the edge of us. But I thought as the game went on, our offensive line adjusted, man, and that's what you want to see is adjustment and success, and that's what we were able to do throughout the game.
What's Tamari's situation now? He basically sat out the whole fourth quarter.
Man, he's just cramping. I mean, the bottom line is he's one of those adrenaline-filled kids, and adrenaline sometimes can squeeze you, right? And he's not in shape. It's thick. It's a very thick night. We had cramps. They had cramps. It's early in the season. It's tough, and not having him out there in most of the second half, that's tough. He's one of the best players in the country, and so So for us to be able to do that, right, and have that success with Tamarian on the sideline is pretty cool. Very proud of Jacoby McQuiller. Oh, man, he's a football player. I thought Dude Person had a huge night. Dylan Williams had a huge night. I mean, and look, LJ Hewitt had a great night. Other than that, I mean, I'm not blaming him on that last pass. I mean, he's doing everything. He's riding the guy out of bounds, and the guy made a phenomenal play. And really, we had him on a 4th and long, and they throw a low percentage pass, and Rucker makes an unbelievable catch. He's a heck of a wide receiver. And so just proud of our whole unit.
I mean, can you kind of talk about a little bit? I mean, Rucker really –
he's special. There's a reason why he transferred to the SEC, you know, and then he obviously didn't have the success he wanted and came back, and he's special, and that's who we knew they wanted to go to him. That was obvious. I mean, they went to him on the 4th down. We knew he's probably going to get the same play, even if they call that an incomplete pass. Probably going to come back and do the same thing. So we knew that, and he's just a good football player, and hats off to him. And I thought Coach Jones did a good job with his team and having poise in that 2-minute situation. Rucker ran it to a T, and you know, we were right there. If we could have just got it 1 sack maybe, or you know, got that first tip ball in the air, you know, that would have been big. So we were close.
Yeah, I mean, how do you kind of, I mean, in the moment you got to try to cheer guys up with that game, but kind of ride something like this into next week?
You hurt tonight.
Yeah.
I told the guys it's okay to hurt tonight. I mean, I think that's okay, but when we come to work tomorrow, let's turn the page. We've got Lindenwood. You know, they look in the first half looked pretty competitive against Kansas, and that's a top 25 team. Obviously, Kansas ran the ball or ran it out on them a little bit on Thursday night. We got to go up there, another road trip. So we've got to show maturity. We've got to show growth and improvement from our mistakes. We've got to be a little more disciplined with some penalty stuff. I know early in the game we were a little flustered, especially on special teams. Made a few, you know, some procedure issues. But we'll be better for it. We'll be better for it. And our guys, they're going to be okay in that locker room. They will. And that's a resilient bunch. And they've been a part of a lot of tough games. Maybe not one that ended like that. We've been a part of the other side of that 1 or 2 times. So growth is going to be important over the next 24 to 48 hours from us. Awesome. Thank you.